Hey right bags, it's Jade back with another Valheim news update. Today they're outlining more plans and even more teases, as well as some of the ones we've already seen. They go over what they've added over the last month, including more accessibility options in the latest update that improve fishing as well as the ballistas. But they're not stopping there. They definitely want to do a lot more work to do with accessibility. So if you've got any ideas, suggestions, make sure you email them. And they nicely lay out everything, if you have missed it, all of the stuff that they're working on at the moment. Mostly concept art, doesn't represent the final images, although there has been more progress made with the actual in-game shots of the Ashlands. Grimcore showed this off last night and it's looking pretty cool. You can clearly see the ash falling as expected, maybe not too much of a surprise, with the charred trees. We'll take a closer look at all of them in a second. The big one today is this. Bonemore Serpent. These could be patrolling the waters around the Ashlands. Looking absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to see some more teasers of this. But this is mad. This is definitely not what I expected with an Ashlands style creature. And I'm absolutely loving it. Yes, it may be just a variant on the serpents that we already have, but it looks fantastic. If it's got better abilities or it's harder to kill or definitely going to do more damage to you, then I'm all down for it. They also go over their new Hildr's quest update, more news about that, showing off more how hair is going to show underneath your helmets in the future to really help differentiate Vikings instead of all looking the same when wearing the same gear. And more proper details of exactly what their server settings are going to be. They're going to have hard mode and easy mode, but also a casual mode where you won't lose gear upon death. The normal mode will still always be the best balanced version of the game, but we hope adding more ways to play the game can provide a challenge to experienced players and open up the game to players who'd rather take a calm and relaxed approach. It isn't what I thought it would have though. I had assumed we would maybe get a full-blown creative mode, not just something that used commands. So I'm hoping that is still on the cards eventually. It would be nice not to have to mess around with commands and just actually have a full-blown do what you want mode with just one press of a button. Mainly the ability to spawn in creatures and items rather than just being able to spawn the actual crafted stuff that you can when you do use the cheat creative mode. And another little spoiler about Hildr's quest, that is going to be the next update and this is where you'll find her. It does look like she's going to have her own wagon and be much like the trader now. You've got a chance of coming across her and then you'll get a quest or be able to do certain things or trade certain things with her. This is pretty cool, I like this. Again, you could say it's just a variant of the trader we've got at the moment. But yeah, if it adds more things in the world to go and discover or more of a challenge to find, that would be really good. It would be nice if there were ways to definitely be able to find her though. It does reveal itself on the map when you get fairly close to a trader. But it'd be nice if there was some ways to solve like a mystery or puzzle or distinctly some way that you could see in the distance more where a trader like this was. And just the build of the month to Zach Sparrow with this build here, looking pretty cool. So I reached out to Grim because I needed to ask about something else in terms of concept art. And I did manage to convince him to show me something exclusive, albeit maybe very basic. This is maybe potentially an entrance for one of the keeps or forts. And really just to show the scale, that block in the middle is a 2x2 block. So Grim has said the entrances would be about 8 meters wide. That is massive. That is a huge gate. So it might be simple form right now, but that still illustrates how big these are going to be. I'm getting a real Dark Souls vibe from the entrances to like a cathedral or church you find in them games. So yeah, absolutely loving this. Thank you very much, Grim. So if you have missed these, I will recap them. These are the weapons that we think are going to be coming in with the Ashlands. Nedhog, Slayer, Berserker Axes and Eldner. Meaning even more dual wielding is going to happen. We've got Haiti and Skull, and it looks like they're going to be adding a lot more. Big, massive long swords, and maybe smaller ones with elemental powers attached. At the moment, they're showing off, by looks of things, fire, flame, poison or toxic, and then lightning. So it does look like these are going to be runes or weapons that will be able to socket and transform into these elemental types. Of course, the concepts for some of the keeps that we're going to find. Different variants we like here, and although I like the first two here, I actually really like this one. I love the idea of it being a little bit more like a labyrinth. If they can expand on this somehow, that would be really cool. I have to be a bit careful on how they implement these. I don't think they can make them overly complicated, or the way that Grim spoke about it, because of the procedural nature, that it has to come kind of formed rather than be made out of smaller little bits. But yeah, definitely like the look of this one. And then of course we get our first proper in-game shot of the Ashlands. As you would expect, lots of lava. I've been hoping that the lava would kill you straight away, but Grim said no. Does look like it will give you a burn effect. But let's hope it's a bit more severe than just a regular burn. Like I really want it to be a challenge to get across areas. Maybe not like the Mistlands in having to climb big massive shards everywhere, but certainly what if we have to use the black marble to be able to build across and actually make it. No boats this time to get across these rivers. It's all about building bridges. And then for scale as well, we see what some of the new ash creatures are going to look like. So these are the skeletal bones they're working on at the moment, the 3D models. They look pretty cool. Again, to scale, you can really see the difference. So they're going to be quite tall and lumbering. Much taller than the characters or the skeletons we have at the moment. And I like this as well. It gives them a bit more fear factor. And then we do have these guys showing off a little bit more. But you do get to see a little bit more of the Chard. But like I said, all of this should be taken with a grain of salt. Lots could change. They may decide to not go with it, or it's going to expand or change the look of a lot of this stuff. And then finally, yes, this little gif here of the actual Ashlands in motion. And yeah, I'm feeling it. It'd be good again if you had to have a certain type of armor to maybe survive, or certainly not able to wear the certain stuff like wolf fur and stuff like that. What kind of resources could we get from dead trees? Obviously charcoal, but could it mean that charcoal and stuff might actually have more of a use? Or will it be burnt wood to go with another build set or more build pieces? Maybe hardened wood. Let me know what you think you could do with burnt trees. So there we go. That is another great little blog. I'm loving these. I'm loving the fact they're showing off more. They're putting spoilers and everything as they can on their own social media and stuff. A couple of people ask why I don't when it comes to my videos. Bottom line, a lot of this is concept art. Things may change, and that's the nature of my channel. I do news, I do guides, and showing you just a regular picture of a Viking you've seen 20 million times isn't always going to bring people in when they see it flicking through YouTube. But I will maybe try blurring out a little bit more for some of these new creatures, especially that we've not seen before in the thumbnails. That I can at least try and do a little bit to hopefully not spoil it too much for people. But that is the nature of this kind of game. It is early access. We are meant to be seeing what's coming. That's to me good development and showing the players what to expect. And although I know people don't like spoilers, I think that's more about full game. Like when you get the last update for an early access title, or when a game continues to get updates, that's when you really want surprises. But for me, with VALHEIM, I just want to know everything I know about the game. I can't wait to look forward to seeing what's happening and when it's going to implement it and how things might change as well. But you guys, let me know what you think about spoilers. Also, let me know how you're getting on with the latest update. Do you like the fishing changes? Do you like the blister changes? Is there anything you can still see improved with it? The devs do watch some of my videos sometimes. You never know, they might see some of your feedback listed in the comments. And yeah, hoping that we'll see news too about the Xbox launch. They did say early spring, and that to me means March or April. So I really want to start seeing a little bit more teasers about that potentially. Hopefully, unless anything's changed, hopefully there's no delays. Of course, I'll be there first, as always, with the news when that drops. And so until next time, Ratbags, I'll catch you later.